All right, started. Okay, now, yeah, as I said, time and space, your perception of time and space
Is irrelevant.
is, of course, irrelevant, but to our mind, can we perceive this supposed clock we use in our daily schedules to where we would perceive a second, minute, hour, they say time flies when you're having fun,
Yeah.
to perceive it, slightly slower so you can compress more physical activities within space. Supposedly,
I think so.
since we're on the topic of, conquering or at least trying to understand
I think it's possible. I have no clue how you can do that. Like, I don't
you
know.
just you perceive it, your perception. Your perception is critical to that. I've already experienced to where I feel like growing up, everything took longer to
Yeah,
happen.
it did. Yeah.
And now, did it get older? I actually asked a psychologist, I said, why is it that, it seems like life's going by a little bit quicker? Me, as I'm getting older. And he agreed. He like, because I think he said you do so much.
Yeah, everything becomes routine.
Yeah,
It's not. It's
you're
not new
doing your
anymore.
daily thing. When you were younger, he was like, it
You-
is slower. I was
It's,
like, wow.
the reason why it's slower is because it's new. So you're taking the time to focus on all the smallest things and shit, so you can get to know.
Yeah, that's why I say it's
to get
perception.
to
You
know a new
focus on what you're
reality. Yeah,
doing.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so
A lot of times people just take life for granted, and once you take life for granted, and you say this is routine, you stop paying attention to it, and you just pass up. Basically just give up time. You just say, oh, I gotta go to work, and you just go to work, and you just zone the fuck out, and you're like zone the fuck out, don't give a fuck, just zoned out, get back to the house, do the same shit, zone the fuck out there, then pass the fuck out like that. But like how you're supposed to do it, in my opinion, if you want to slow down time, I think you're supposed to just take the time to just focus on every single moment, appreciate every single moment, look at life like it's a brand new
and try to
reality.
feel your body as if time's going slower. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't think you're supposed to keep your mind on that. I think you're supposed that's kind of like trying to remember to remember. Like you're not gonna
Wasting your thought on it.
yeah you're not gonna remember what you want to remember if you keep trying to think about remembering. You have to just do it. You have to feel it. You have to be it. You have to just experience it. You got to live life like it's a new experience every day. And you have to be more and more in the moment and more focused in order for you to do it. Just be childlike. Just enjoy your life, love life, and keep expanding. And just know that what you see in this reality is not all that you get. Like your imagination also exists. Like when you were a kid and shit, a lot of shit lasts longer because you accepted other realities besides just this physical shit that you see. You could do anything.
Yeah, that's what I want to feel.
You weren't limited to light. And
Like I couldn't
space
believe
and
when I
time.
was
That's
in
why I said
school and we had
time,
such
space is fucking
an
relevant.
hour. We knew we had about an hour to do things. Work and stuff. We always looking at the clock to you know accomplish whatever we need done within that specific amount of time, due to the measurement of how it's set and stuff like that. Sometimes it seems like time is going by faster. Again, we're saying that, but yeah, finishing stuff and on time. I couldn't believe that I actually did the things I did. And if I go back to school, it's going to be like, I've actually perceived time going by faster now.
Yeah.
Could I really focus, sit down, and look at a clock, and really do think it's faster? Look at a clock, sit down with a whole bunch of books, have stuff done.
I think us.
Maybe it's probably because of the routine of going to school first
I think
and coming
I think
home.
it's
It's like two halves of
looking
the
at
day,
Yeah,
You get the
that's what I'm
morning.
saying.
Yeah.
And I think it's you looking at the clock, worrying about it being over and getting to the other half.
That's what I always did at school.
Kind of accept it.
It always stressed me out. I had a lot of anxiety from that.
Yeah. You just have to accept it as part of the day and stop looking at it as like two halves.
Yep. But what I understand about, you know,
Dude, time and space, man, is irrelevant, yo. Like time and space is governed by light. Like look at your
Exactly.
dreams. Look at your dreams, man.
There's a certain
Dreams,
structure of columns of the light is structured in a certain column, certain structure of light.
like
Where
look at
you
your
are.
dreams. Your dreams.
But and I read in the
Listen,
book it
listen.
said time is a manipulation. Time is a manipulation of thought and light. So that means that
Time is a manipulation of thought and light.
yeah, that's what it's exactly it said. And so if time is a manipulation of thought and light, thought and light are two separate things, you think? Because light is what we're perceiving, right? So we got to think a certain way about light. You think? You think? You're right, referral. I'm serious.
Sounds like you're asking a question and it's having a statement at the
It's
same time.
I'm just theorizing right now and trying to ask your opinion.
I thought, yeah. What do I think about light?
Yeah.
Mm,
You think about time.
I think
Thought
time and
light.
space is irrelevant, dude. I think that they're interchangeable with light.
Yeah, but people believe there's light. I mean, time.
Yeah, because everything in the physical world.
Because they're like, look at this.
That's
and
because
here
everything
you
in the
are.
physical world is governed by
Here
logic
you are.
and math and
Yeah.
light and measurements and mass because everything is in motion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But in our dream world, right? Like you can dream and it can last for like 3 days in your dream, and you wake the fuck up and you're like, what the fuck? You know, and then you can type on the internet, you can Google REM cycle, and you can actually find out that REM cycle itself, which is the cycle that causes dreaming, only lasts 5 minutes. So you can spend fucking eternity in a dream and fucking walk around and be tired and fucking see shit and touch shit, every goddamn thing, just like an hallucination and shit. And then wake up and realize all that was in your fucking mind. That time, that space, that light, all that shit. Imagine yourself with being blind, being deaf, not being able to feel, and then all that shit, right?
Would that be like someone defining if something's dead?
No. Yeah, kind of.
Because
Yeah.
what would you construct yourself into existence if you had never had the senses to?
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to
to
get to. That's the reason why we're here is to gather information and different things like that through 5 senses instead of an infinite amount of senses, right? That way we can construct our own reality based on whatever
Now,
we take in.
do you think there's some type of
Like, let's just say that you only seen a chair and that's all you've seen before you just lost everything, right? Then you're only going to create shit that's kind of like a chair, right?
Now, do you think
you're going to create like chair people fighting other chair people
check this out.
and like a chair planet and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Now, do you think that we're governed by 5 senses to an extent?
5 basic senses.
5 basic
We've
senses.
actually got more than 25 real senses. Like,
Of course.
Obviously.
But do you think there's
Like
some people theorize?
We got the sense of empathy, right? Like
Yeah.
that's how I can feel like when you look sad, I'm like, oh shit. Or when
Now,
you,
for government,
or you do something,
listen.
you pull down your pants, show me your ass, and I start feeling embarrassed. That's the sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That is right. But do you think that if we're governed by that here, that there's a parallel existence, like a parallel universe, sort of, but not a parallel universe. Parallel universe would be this universe is altered.
Yeah,
Alternate
our perspectives are all parallel.
Do you think there's an alternate existence in itself where everything's perceived differently? We're not embodied by body, embodied by something else, where we perceive through something else. It's not since it's called something else. Something that's not even used words, something that doesn't use sound. You see what I'm saying? You ever thought about that?
I can't even perceive that. I don't even know what you're saying.
Exactly. If there's some type of parallel existence somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Fuck yeah. I mean, fuck. It's called. That's what Christians believe is God. They don't believe that you can fathom God because He's infinite and shit. For real, like it's real shit.
I've always thought about that. I swear, when you got to that point.
Yeah, it's not limited by light. Like it's like straight up fucking infinite, dude. Yeah, you can fucking take in shit, but the thing is, in my opinion, I guess it's because that's the only thing I've perceived. But even in my dreams, when I see things and feel things, I'm still taking it in almost the same way as I'm taking it in this physical world. It's kind of like a mirror in a way, you know. Like I think no matter what reality you go into, you're gonna fucking create something similar to something else. Like if you're experiencing something like how you said, what if there's an alternate reality where you're taking in, you're perceiving through something that's not senses? How the fuck?
Or interpreting, trying to
How,
express yourself through words.
all right, well, yeah, you're not doing anything.
Or the mirror is the fact that there's other people
All right, well,
or things. There's something else completely different. That's nuts.
Something completely different. Do you have any clue of what you're talking about? Like, what else could there be?
No, that's just a thought. When we got to that point in the conversation, I just wanted to mention.
Yeah, that's just really weird to think about because, like, I don't think that it could
Because
exist.
the reason why I brought it up is because you mentioned about like the senses. That's how we perceive reality.
Yeah, I don't think.
But you mentioned also if there's no mentioned there was no senses. If there was no senses.
Yeah, if you don't have any senses, you'll go into your own reality. That's scientifically proven. If you're just stuck in a dark room for over a day with headphones on and shit, you automatically start hallucinating. Even with your eyes open, you automatically start dreaming. You go into REM cycle while you're awake.
Yeah, I heard it releases DMT in the brain, right?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they can say anything about that, but
You ever heard of the lesser
Keys of Solomon?
It's a book. No, not Lesser Keys of Solomon.
Lesser light.
The Lesser Power of Khan and Lesser Power of Key or Khan or something like that. There's this book by this one guy named Makia. It's a Chinese name, Makia. Can't remember the book, but I can find it on Light Technology.
Are you gonna start another video that we don't have to watch like hours of?
Yeah. But we're going ahead and enter our theorizing on time, space, and how it could be relevant, not relevant.
We can continue on it. Just let's kind of